Hey, a good morning to you. It is 5 on your feet with a new look, by the way.
I know, doesn't it look great? I have to say, it looks amazing.
It's fancy looking for sure.
Yeah, very
Looks kind of
techy.
CSI, yeah. Hey, I'm Ryan Dean, by the way.
That's right, and I'm Sydney Stallworth. Now, Ryan, we're going to get right into your top
Okay.
headlines today. This is a serious one. We're starting with new information on a devastating car crash that's left the West County community in shock. Now, police have identified the victims in yesterday morning's deadly crash. They say the victims are 16-year-old Cole Anello, 15-year-old Reagan Sajman, and 15-year-old Jacob Kiefer. A 16-year-old boy and girl were injured in the accident. Both are expected to survive. Now, the accident happened around 4 a.m. Sunday on Kiefer Creek Road in Baldwin, not far from Castlewood State Park. The 5 teenagers were inside the car when police say it went off the road, hit a tree, and caught on fire. That car was fully engulfed in flames when officers arrived to help. 4 of the teens went to Marquette High School. The Rockwood School District released a statement saying it's shocked and saddened to learn about the tragic accident that resulted in the loss of 2 of their students and severe injuries of 2 more students. Now, from Marquette High School, officials say their sincere thoughts and sympathies are with the families, educators, friends who knew and loved these young people. Cole Anello went to DeSmet High School. The school released a statement saying, in part, quote, "We offer prayers to Cole and the other victims of this terrible tragedy, their families and friends." A GoFundMe page has been created to help the Anello family. You can find it on the 5 on Your Side app and KSDK.com. Our crew was near the crash scene yesterday evening where students gathered to remember their lost friends and pray for the injured teens. Some of those kids told our crew what they'll miss most about their friends, and they say they'll miss their personalities and that the students who were in this accident brought joy and smiles to them in class. Now, this is so much for the entire community, but you can only imagine for their classmates what they're going through. They will have a crisis team on hand at Marquette High School today.
Yeah, such a hard story. Yeah, you think about the families, my goodness, so young. Our thoughts and prayers for sure.
Absolutely.
Okay, now to another tragedy this morning. The number of people killed at the Astroworld Festival in Houston is now at 10 after a 9-year-old died from injuries he sustained during the crowd surge. Ezra Blunt passed away Sunday at Texas Children's Hospital. A lawsuit filed by his family say he suffered damage to his brain, kidney, and liver. His father says he took his son to see rapper Travis Scott and were staying towards the back of the crowd for safety. He put his son on his shoulders so he could see, but in a sudden rush by the crowd, he was pushed and knocked out. When he regained consciousness, police told him Ezra had been trampled by the crowd and was critically injured on life support. 2 others killed at the festival, best friends from Naperville, Illinois, Franco Patino and Jacob Jurinick, were honored by their high school over the weekend. The football team the 2 actually played on walked onto the field arm in arm. Powerful scene there. There's also a moment of silence to honor the 2 young men. So more than 100 lawsuits, by the way, Sydney, have been filed in this Astroworld. The show's producer, the headliner, Travis Scott, and all involved. But man, some tough stories to start with about, young people being killed. Just tough.
Absolutely. A lot of people have reached out on social media also to send their condolences for the loss of that young boy. That's absolutely devastating. All right, let's turn to a topic that has a lot of you talking, the labor crisis in America. More people are saying, "I quit." The Labor Department says more workers left their jobs in September than ever before. More than 4.4 million people quit. That's up from 4.3 the month before. Almost 1 million workers left the leisure and hospitality industry alone, and almost 10.5 million positions were reported open in that month. Now, we spoke to a local restaurant recruiter for the St. Louis area and a former restaurant worker about some of the top reasons why people are leaving the industry. They say workers want more job security, better work-life balance, and they want to protect their mental health. And a Webster University professor compares what's happening happening now to the labor shortage during World War II when millions of women joined the workforce to stabilize the economy. Now you see places lower the age requirement to fill positions, but there just aren't enough teenagers to fill that void. For more information about labor shortages in our area, our places that are hiring, you can just text the word labor to 314-425-5355. We'll make it easy for you and send that link straight to your phone.
I was at a coffee shop this weekend, a coffee donut shop, and they're closing early like a lot of shops are doing right now, right? They're closing early
hours.
By noon. And the woman who was working that morning told me only 2 workers for the entire coffee shop.
That's all
it.
they have?
Just 2 workers.
And it is really sad because, you know, they're trying to keep up financially as well, but they have to adjust those hours. When you lose workers, you can't staff for the full day, and you have to make accommodations.
Yeah,
so it's a vicious cycle.
They're closing at noon. She said she worked 3 weeks in a row, 7 days a week right now.
Oh my gosh.
Just to keep up.
The dedication.
Okay, so all this week, by the way, we are following this story about the labor crisis. We'll have more on that coming up tomorrow on Today in St. Louis. All right, parents, check your bank account this morning. The monthly child tax credit payment goes out today, and if you're not getting a check, it might just be because you haven't registered. Some low-income families may be missing out on this child tax credit. Registering by tonight, it could actually mean a payment of at least $1,500 per child, and that'll be sent to you next month, just in time for the holiday shopping season. Let's break this down. Since the summer, tens of millions of families have been getting up to $300 a month per child under 6, and $250 for each child between 6 and 17 years old. Now, the 6 months of payments accounts for about half of the $3,600 a year families get per kid under 6, and $3,000 annually for kids between 6 and 17. Most families didn't have to register. They were automatically enrolled. However, many low-income families eligible for this monthly tax credit did not sign up to receive them. See, here's what happened. These are families who weren't required to file a tax return last year because their income was too low. Those families have until about 11 tonight to sign up on the IRS website to get the advance payments. The IRS says those who registered by the deadline could get all the money they're owed in one payment on December 15th. So they won't miss out from the July payments that started. They'll get all one lump sum. So just to make sure people are clear, so again, $3,600 per child in some cases. You get half of that in these monthly installments, and then the other half is given to you during tax time.
Right, and if you get all that on the 15th, that could be really useful for parents. And Christmas is right around the corner, and that could make all the difference.
Right, and just to, again, one more clarification. Most people have already registered. I don't want people thinking they haven't registered for it. Most people are registered. These are folks who didn't file tax returns last year. So.
Right, and if you haven't, you have until 11, right?
Yeah.
11 tonight,
exactly.
so you got to get that done. All right, all eyes are on President Biden today as he'll sign the bipartisan infrastructure bill. The $1.2 trillion plan aims to modernize the nation's roads, rails, and bridges and invest in water systems, broadband, and the power grid. Biden says it will create millions of new jobs and grow the economy. After signing the bill, the president will then take it on the road with stops in New Hampshire and Detroit. Billions of dollars from that infrastructure bill are going to Missouri and Illinois. Missouri will get $8 billion. Illinois will receive $17 billion. The money will be used for highway projects, bridge repairs, public transportation, and more. The funds will be distributed over the next 5 years.
Okay. Well, you know what? We always talk about the bridges in Missouri and Illinois. They're usually when there's like a bridge report, the news is not great for our 2 states.
Right.
So I think this is going to go a long
Right, and
way.
I've noticed the roads need a little bit of work here.
Yes,
The potholes are no joke.
Especially in the city.
I've noticed.
I know.
Yeah, but our mayor, Tashara Jones, is going to be at that bill signing, as well as Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker. He'll be there as well.
Got it. All right. Well, this next story has gotten a lot of attention on our social media pages. Disney is starting the process of moving hundreds of employees from California to Florida. Back in July, the theme park giant announced it was moving 2,000 employees across the country. In a letter to cast members and employees, Disney executives said it's part of a project that has been in various stages of planning since 2019. Disney could also get a tax credit of $578 million from the state
look at
for
that.
the project.
All right, and speaking of Disney, Ryan, Disney Plus celebrated its second anniversary Friday. That's crazy, only 2 years?
I know
Seems
it.
like it's been around. Unveiling a slate of new movies and shows on its platform from major franchises like Marvel and Star Wars. The company also revealed a couple new films and one that a lot of people have been waiting years for. That's right, the Sanderson sisters are back. Bette Midler, Sarah Jessica Parker, and Kathy Najimy, I think that's right, will star in the upcoming film Hocus Pocus 2. The film takes place almost 30 years after the original one. Hocus Pocus 2 is in production right now and is scheduled to debut next fall. Now, I'm all in that. You know, this year I actually was going to be one of the sisters for Halloween.
Really?
The costume fell through. It didn't quite fit, but I was ready for it.
Well, you know what? It's funny. Our producer, Jeff, he loves Disney Plus. So that's why this is in the show today, by the way.
Thanks, Jeff.
And one of those who watches with the family. So great family movies for sure.
Absolutely.
Okay, so from Halloween to Christmas, have you started decorating yet? We know it's a controversial topic, but a new study finds people who put up their holiday decorations early tend to be happier and friendlier. Is that why you decorate in October?
That's fine.
Psychologists say Christmas decorations are nostalgic and bring people back to simpler and happy times. We all could use that. The only potential downside, you'll need to make sure your Christmas tree lives long enough so it can make it to the big day, or of course, you could just buy a fake one.
You could.
That works too.
I have a fake one.
You know, my 7-year-old made us decorate the day after Halloween.
Oh, so you guys are up.
Yeah,
You
and
guys
I
are
will
up and
say
loaded.
there is a difference when you sit down on the couch and you have the tree lit. I don't know, it just does put you in a better mood.
It is a nice vibe,
Yeah.
especially for the kids. They love that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So you gotta, if they want it up, you gotta put it
I
up,
know,
Ryan.
but it is a long time, I'll tell you that though.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's worth
November 1st.
it. I know. And then afterwards, it's like, oh, you got to take it all down, box it up. But
Yeah.
it's worth it. Well, speaking of the winter weather, it seems
Yeah.
like we're not going to have some of that towards the start
I
of the
know it.
week. It wasn't too bad out there. Let's check in with Anthony to see what the weather's looking like.
Hey there, thanks for joining us. Local weather time. Meteorologist Anthony Slaughter here with you. We've got clouds around this morning. Those will clear away as we get into the afternoon. In fact, temperatures today get back into the 60s in the metro area. Tomorrow in the 70s, so some really nice weather today and tomorrow. Wednesday will turn cloudy, and then our next rain develops Wednesday afternoon. The system pulls away quickly, so Thursday we're back to seeing dry weather, but unfortunately, well, temperatures do cool back down. 62 for the high today, 72 tomorrow, and the 60s for Wednesday with that rain, and then we're back into the 40s by Thursday.
Okay, so it's no secret that Adam Wainwright is literally a pro when it comes to throwing a ball, right? He's pitched for the Cardinals for so many seasons and has a lengthy resume that includes 2,000 plus strikeouts. So
That's all right. He's no joke.
the guy can throw.
Right.
But a man doubted his skills when he went to a carnival, so check out this video of Wayno at the dunking booth.
Oh, you gonna try it on the girl's side? No, he's getting back on the man's side. Yeah, he's trying to show you half a man he think he is. Oh, you only got 2? You gonna do it this time? You promise? Huh?
Yeah, no surprise here, right? Wayno
Right.
dunked the guy with just one toss. Not sure what the prize was, but at least stepped away with bragging rights. And when he posted that video, I know everybody on Twitter wanted to repost it.
Absolutely. That guy was talking cold trash.
I wonder if he knew
I
who
don't
that was.
think he did.
I
don't think he
mean,
did.
Adam Wainwright's a big dude, so
I
you got to
know.
be like, maybe this guy is an athlete. Yeah.
Nah, he was talking trash.
And then when he
That was
fired
so
that
funny.
fastball, I was like, oh.
Yeah, and he was in for a swim, I guess.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about a moment that seemed like it was straight out of a love song. Video from a one-night-only televised Adele concert in LA is trending this morning, and it may just make you feel this couple's love. Let's take a look. Now, first, Adele told everyone to be silent and asked for the crew to turn down the lights. That's when Quentin let out his girlfriend, who was wearing a blindfold and earmuffs. Ashley asked who the people were around them, but he had a more important question to ask.
This has been a long time coming.
Oh my God, I've been your girlfriend for so long.
Little babe.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Will you marry me, little Ashley?
In
In real life?
yeah.
Yes?
In real life. That was
love
too cute. The lights came back up to reveal Adele on the stage. She told the newly engaged couple to take a seat. Then, to make the moment even sweeter, she sang "Make You Feel My Love." to them. Oh my goodness.
You see, that's not even fair, though. I mean, the rest of the guys who are now going to try to, engage,
Yeah.
pop the question. You
Can
got
you
to
top
deal
that?
with, Adele showing up. I mean, come on.
And serenading you at that. But it was so cute with her disbelief. She was like, in real life?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's a moment they'll never forget. Quentin and Ashley have been dating for 7 years.
So no wonder she was asking, is this real life? Are you really going to
She
pop the
said,
question
I've
now?
been your girlfriend for so long. She's ready. She's ready. That's awesome. Congrats to the happy couple.
Yeah. All right, well, have a great, wonderful Monday. We'll see you tomorrow.
See ya.